what I want to focus on next is some global typography styles, things that are going to sort of affect all of the similar elements on the page. And I'm going to start with, let's start with the headers, which with the H6 rather. Now we have a lot of H6 action going on over here, and if you notice, I've wrapped more elements than you may be aware of. You could wrap in a header tag. For example, I put an image and span elements. Span is no big deal because they're inline, but images sometimes throws people off saying, hey, can you actually put images inside of a header tag? Yeah, you can. I actually found this out by looking at the w3c.org page. They have their icon in their header. So for sure you could do that. And actually the other way to find out instead of even looking is just validating your document. If you validate it, you know that no warnings, no problem, right? So we have these H6 elements, and by default H6 elements get put in bold, and we may not really want everything in bold. For example, here where I have this small text that FB user shared a link, well, all this is in bold, and really the only thing I want from there to be in bold is the FB username. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and just get rid of it. What I'm going to do is set up a new type section for myself in my code. I'm going to put down some just a little comment over here, and I'll go let me just give myself a nice little separator, and I'll go global type styles. There we go. And I'm going to start with this article.fb results because that already puts me specifically into our results, our article element, which is where I want to be because my code is more than likely going to be used by someone else or in a specific portion of the page. I need to get really specific so I don't do some kind of global styles that are going to affect more elements than I should be affecting. So article.fb results H6. All right, and what we want now is to turn that into, let's see, font weight, and we'll do normal. And now let's see what that looks like. Okay. That made everything normal, which is kind of what we were going for, but there's two other elements that we wanted to do something about. FB username needs to be bold, and the name of the shared element, which ends up being this other different colored text over here. Actually, I realize now that I forgot to do that in my end result, but whatever. I'm redoing it now anyhow. So, well, let's see what this FB username is the from name class. So what we could do is I'm going to take the beginning of this CSS selector, and it's so far I'm inside of it, article.fb results H6, and because this other element is actually inside of H6, I could just go a dot from name, right? And now I'm being very specific with what I'm doing. And then I'll do the font weight over here to bold. And let's see if that takes effect. Nice. It made it bold. And since I'm already there, I might as well just group together this other element, which is share name. And here, I'm going to copy share name and pop it in there. And I still need article FB results. Let's see, I'll put a comma after that selector. Article.fb results, and what else am I? How much deeper am I? That's fine. I don't need to put this results description, but I do want to put H6. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the H6, and I'll have the dot. And now we are pretty specific over here. And look. Voila, I got the two elements to be bold with some pretty specific selectors.